Okay, hopefully that's worked. Yeah. Alright, so trying something different due to that whole mic issue. This is not a permanent solution, but perhaps temporary. Alright, so Aries, we're going on fire signs. So Aries, this is your weekend read. Bear with me. The whole camera system's a little awkward. Alright, Aries, let's get your messages out so we can move on with my day. Alright, again, this is for your weekend read. Spirit, give us true and precise messages for Aries, please. Give us true and precise messages for Aries. Let us recenter. Whew. Recent past for Aries. And for the counterpart, please, recent past. Give us true and precise messages, Spirit, for the career sector of Aries, fire sign, for the weekend. Current energies, please, Spirit, for Aries. What are they dealing with this weekend? Okay. And we are still using, for the weekend reads, I'm using these in the near future. It's the Mystic Shaman decks, giving very deep information for the weekend. So we are in Aquarius season now, although one would think it would be lighter energy, and these messages coming through for near future not been so light. So let's see what we get for Aries. Messages from the spirits, your ancestors from the other side, spirit wheel for Aries. And from your spirit guides. Okay. All right, so Aries, let's get into it. Recent past, Aries. Oh, how strange is that? One of the other signs just got these same three. Aries, in the recent past, you have come out of a three-party situation and a Three of Swords here, which is heartbreak, but seeing things from a higher perspective regarding that three-party situation, putting an end to the three-party situation, or perhaps trying to rise above that energy, the low vibrational energy you're coming across as an Empress or Emperor. Okay. Get my glasses on. In your power as an Empress, you embody all four queens in one, stepping into your power, rising up. This is the transformation, death, and rebirth of your soul. Coming again into your power. You're meditating, going within to heal your inner self. That was the recent past. All right, and your counterpart in the recent past is Four of Swords. This is about healing. Again, from the past, this is being shown and illuminated through their spirit guides, their dream state. The masks they wore, the issues or things that have occurred in their recent past, the way they were being, the masks they were wearing, and they're trying to heal that part of themselves, the shadow self. Being grounded by Princess Drums here, Princess of Coins. The bear energy here is like a mama bear protecting the cub, protecting their inner child, healing their inner child, going within nurturing themselves. And the Wheel of Fortune in the recent past for your counterpart is turning. It was an end of an old cycle and a beginning of a new cycle for them. All right, in your career sector, Aries. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Okay, this was in reverse, so we'll take it in reverse, but hang on. Ace of Wands, in your career, you have a new beginning, a new start. Perhaps you've been looking back to the past, about how far you came, about this path, the journey that you've taken that has led you here. You're coming into an abundance of all things, blossoming as well, knowing that you're spiritually protected and angels are all around you and guiding you in your path. I also get the sense that perhaps you're looking at going into your soul purpose or in your journey, and that's why you have angel feathers around your angels around you. The three-party situation in the workplace was in reverse, putting an end to that situation. It has come to a close, an end of that cycle. It wasn't nurturing, it wasn't equal give and take. It was obviously, it's not going to be, it's a three-party situation. For some, it was more than three people. It wasn't blossoming for you, it wasn't nurturing you, and it just caused more chaos and hectic in your environment, and you weren't able to grow out of this. It wasn't coming to fruition for you in the way it was started. It was faulty foundation, I heard. Coming across as the Emperor, which makes sense because we have you as an Empress here. If you're masculine, it could certainly be your feminine and masculine energy in one person of each of you, but the Emperor here in the career sector is standing on your truth, is from your perspective. It may not be the upright truth, but from what you see, you're standing on your sword there, looking back to the past of how about this situation and how it's affected your career or how it's made you change. You've learned lessons in this situation. Your ancestors, medicine wheel, oneness, inner growth, contemplation. It's the zero card, like the Fool card. This reminds me that you took the leap of faith, Ace of Wands, that new beginning, the end of the old cycle, the beginning of the new cycle. You wanted to celebrate this new beginning, perhaps with one of your three parties. We also have three animals here. One's looking to the past, one's looking to the future, the other's looking ahead. So nobody seemed to be, just like here, nobody was looking at the other. No one was paying any attention to the other. It was like pretending they didn't exist. But you've come together in unity with yourself for inner growth, learning lessons, contemplation on how this has affected you and your counterpart. And your ancestors are here to show you the errors of that way through lessons. Okay, clarity. You've gained some clarity here as well. Breakthrough of clarity, inner vision. Spirit has shown you kind of like in the dream state of like the Ebenezer Scrooge thing, right? During December we had a lot of that being shown, the nightmares and dreams of visions of how the masks you were wearing, the way you were. This could also be your counterpart if the energy flips, whatever. But the Spirit showed you, if you continue down this path, that this is what's going to be the outcome. You're going to continue in the hamster wheel. It's going to continue over and over in the same cycle. Or you could take off the mask and be true to yourself and have a better outcome, have a new outcome, right? That goes over here. So this is your breakthrough, this is your inner vision, and you've come into this realization of truth for yourself. Number 5, you're making changes because of that truth that you've now gained clarity on, which is good. South, shadow, oneness. And this is regarding you and your counterpart that may be opposites, polar opposites from what I can see here, but very much passion, but this connection brings you peace of mind, inner peace, It's been a lesson of growth as they, perhaps as they trigger you, you grow. You learn, you know, you go within, heal something, and it allows you to grow. And through this, you've learned to trust this connection and trust your spirit guides as well. Number 11. Okay, from your spirit guides. Ooh, wow. Cord. Initiation. Somebody's going through an initiation. The green man, growth. Again, all about growth. And from here, it's that death and rebirth. Someone's still in the egg energy, and their kundalini has just been activated, and it hasn't risen quite yet, but all of a sudden you've had that activation where that's where the realization of clarity is starting to come through, because you're starting to see the light, see that everything is energy. We are all connected, and it's time to nurture ourselves and our environment. And initiation, the cord, and this is about someone's energetic cord, realizing that we're all energy, and that the energetic cords between this divine connection. And number 11 card was the one where they're like polar opposites, but a twin flame there that's coming up around their faces, showing that there's an energetic cord connecting this union of one of your counterparts. But it's also about an initiation, and this initiation is like a test of lessons. You get triggered, you go within and heal it, and you learn the lessons and grow as you come into healing everything that you can, and you come into union with yourself to love yourself and nurture yourself. You're able to then pull the energy away without cutting the cord, of course, but you are able to then pull away so that you can focus on your soul purpose and your mission. This causes the other party to then go within and heal also, and magnetically they're pulled or drawn to you. All right. In the present energy, so an Ace of Cups, new beginning. You also had the Ace of Wands here and a 0 here. So this row going downward is all about a new beginning. Ace of Cups, filling your own cup of love, seeing your third eye opening up, and you having that realization moment of you need to nurture yourself. You need to love yourself. Fill your own cup of self-love first before you can come forward to your counterpart, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands standing in her power, protecting the connection from afar, maybe not communicating at this time. Perhaps you are not in communication because of the third party situation. Maybe they have pulled their energy back. After all, they did have the Wheel of Fortune and a new beginning card here. So perhaps they stepped into their Empress or High Priestess energy as well, and are going within and healing. Since they pulled their energy back, they're healing themselves as well, and so are you. Perhaps you're still defensive slightly regarding this connection, or slightly defensive regarding other issues in your environment. Some of it could be work, or some of it could be of having to let go of a shadow side, things that were illuminated to you by the light that your divine counterpart is shining, or by the moon light in the past full moon. But there was some shadow information, or shadow self or information that was illuminated to you. You gained clarity, you gained some truth to the matter, and this too needs to be healed or dealt with. In the near future, you have a completion of that cycle. Number 9, and Luminous Warrior, number 5 for change. Change is occurring. Number 11, divine number. How perfect is that? So, completion here is, it is an end of this cycle. It's time for the wheel to turn, time for the end of that cycle and beginning of new. This is also remembering that with the circle is like the circle of life. to look at all aspects of life. We are all connected energetically, but everything has a beginning, everything has an end. It continues. You just as they pass on from this earth, they are then reincarnated for into a new avatar, a new body. But also about this completion is doing the healing, like a snake that sheds its skin. Spirit's wanting you to look to each direction and ask your guides for what needs to be healed and what to give thanks to the east or the air, south of the fire, west the water, and north of the earth. And go within and heal these things so that you can move forward to number 10 would be the ending of that, closing out. 5 is all about change, but also with balance here is brought to attention. You're seeing your third eye. You've received that clarity, that aha moment. Your chakra, crown chakra has been lit up. Your solar plexus chakra is open for strength, courage, your intuition. But perhaps things in the seem a little off balance to you. Perhaps you're still trying to gain that perspective of what all this connection means to you. Because these 2 moons here are really drawn out about the changes not only in the moon cycle as everything goes around and comes around, but the imbalance of these two. So to meditate, to come into balance. Number 11, a very divine number. The council wants you to know to go within and heal within yourself, to love yourself for this new beginning, this Ace of Cups, by healing your inner child, healing your inner wounds, and meditate, ask for spiritual guidance, but to love oneself, to go within and heal so that you can shine your light brightly. Asking for clarity on these cards, Spirit, in the present moment. Clarity. Okay, we'll take it, I guess. And in the near future. Alright, start with this one. The moon cycle, on top of the moon cycle. Number 9, near completion, right? The moon is changing and balancing your feminine energy with your masculine energy and your shadow side with your light side. It's about a balance. It's not one that's going to get rid of everything shadow of yourself or, you know, to completely always be in the light. We need a balance of light and dark. Just as here is bringing, you see these 2 columns around this initiation is a dark and a light, and everything is within balance of oneself. With the Ace of Cups, number 9, again with completion, a lot of 9s here, showing you that it is at the end of a cycle and it's time to let the wheel turn, time to allow this beginning of a new cycle into your life. 9 is shining your light within yourself, going within and healing self so you can move forward. Go on your journey, go on a vision quest. Matriarch of Shields, know that Spirit is protecting you regarding your counterpart, your Queen of Wands. This is a divinely guided connection, and Spirit wants you to know that you are protected. 4 of Swords, time to move forward. It's the end of this rest. Go within and heal, but do not be defensive, and it's time to get up and move forward. It's not a time for rest. Matriarch of Vessels, Spirit wants you to know that it is a time to move things forward. And the Moon card here again, the Weaver, it's an end again. An end. Number 5 is about change, but here it's an end to the old fabric, the old foundation that was not, it was faulty foundation, and so now you're building a new garment here, or with the Weaver, they're starting from scratch and begins weaving from scratch. And that is the same with make the change, end out that old cycle so that you can start building from scratch. And the new you, complete Chief of Blades, cutting things out. This is the King of Swords. Chief of Blades, cutting things out that no longer serve you, but also being in truth, standing in their power, accepting their throne, as a king or a chief. And a death, putting an end to the number 4 is about protection again, accepting again that everything has an end. You know, as a tree dies, it rots into the ground and turns back to Mother Earth and enriches that soil in that area. And then new trees can be grown in that area. It's a seed for itself. New grows from that and begins the cycle all over again. And so remember that death in that situation, this is not necessarily a bad thing. It's about change and renewal, death of a spirit, or death of the soul and rebirth. And with the counsel here, knowing that you are guided, divinely guided with the stars by spirit guides all around you. Number 8. And also it's about trusting the spirit's guidance. Trust your spirit guides as well. But knowing that, like the spider has to have trust and faith that that tiny silk that comes from their body as they spin their web is going to hold the weight of them and catch the prey in which they eat, right? So Spirit's saying, know that you will be provided for. Have faith, have trust in the stars and your spirit guides to guide you and to protect you. Any advice from Spirit regarding this connection or situation? 5 again, change. A warrior woman, cutting out things that no longer serve her, being victorious in her journey, victorious to make those changes of oneself, balancing oneself, the divine feminine and divine masculine in each of you. And trail of tears, Spirit says, there may have been many trails of tears in this journey, in this connection, but take from the lessons that were meant out of this and move forward from it. Everything happens for a reason. There were lessons learned and will help you grow. The Sun is here, number 10, that final completion to start again. The Sun card is here to bless and to, that's that wish fulfillment. Get back on the horse and continue on your journey. You may have fallen off your path, perhaps by entertaining more than 3 other people, or perhaps you've fallen off your, I just heard fall off the wagon, but Spirit's saying get back on the horse, get on the right path to move forward, get in your spiritual path. Be the co-creator, sand painter, be creative in creating your path so that you can move forward. Also 4 is about protection, but Spirit message in this card today and all of today and every reading I think I've gotten this card, but it's about a sheep or a wolf in sheep's clothing in your environment. Someone in the collective is dealing with, or more than a few of you could be dealing with people in your environment that are pretending to be something that they're not, that they do not have your highest good in mind. So they're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Know that you will be victorious and celebrate in wish fulfillment with the number 9 again near completion with the wish card. Okay. And native spirits, message to you is offering, the Spirit is offering you new beginning, this rainbow out of the storm, this light that shines the path in which they want you to take. And ancient forests, kind of reminds me of the rainforests that have been destroyed. Know that they will be they will grow again, they will come back, hopefully. The Spirit says they will plant a tree, also go in nature, walk in nature. Spirit keeper of the north, everything has its season. The season has come to a close. This is like winter and now spring. Snow is melting and spring is around the corner, an end of a season. And for you in this connection in your journey, it is already an end of a season and beginning of the new. And you need to move forward in this season with the time. The time is now, sorry. Okay, and the angel's messages for you. Forgot who I was doing. Aries. Goddess of strength, stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. This is reminds me of for the divine feminine, setting their boundaries in the connection that doesn't leave you in this kind of situation. Angel of addiction healing, again with, what were we saying earlier about addictions? Things that may have gotten you off the path. Oh, that's right. Falling off the wagon, we heard, right? Someone's in the collective may have fallen off the wagon and needs to get back on, on their path of healing from addictions. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And Goddess of awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration for romance and creativity. And the Goddess cards. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. For some of you, this is about healing your inner child. And for some of you, you are going to be giving birth to a child. I see a baby boy here. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Kali, endings and beginnings. What have we been saying all this whole reading? Near completions, and you have many aces, new beginnings. The time is now for the end of that season and to start your new season. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So release the old ways, release the connections to this, the energy to the three-party situation. Know that if this is the energy you were in before your complete awakening or before your aha moment per se, then know that you have had the death and rebirth of your soul. So you are starting over. Don't allow the old energy back in. Just release that so you can start a new person, a new way of being. Aphrodite, the inner goddess within you. Love yourself as an inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. I don't know why that was so hard to get out, but it's a beautiful card. All right, Aries, overall energy for you that I should have started with, but I'm going to grab it anyways. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just going to take this for you. Yes, the Retriever, number 5, about change. Holding on to that special person, that special connection, but not gripping too hard. Just allow, knowing that that divine connection is there. Listen to your higher self and shine your light brightly. And how beautiful is that, Arvel? They look great together. Number 5, also about change. Arvel the parrot. Speak your truth. Listen to your higher self and speak your truth. And that your throat chakra perhaps has been activated as well. All right, this is what I have for you. I hope you have a blessed weekend. Namaste.